we saw in the sewers. How delicious. Let's crack it open.
Keep it together.
Mum used to tell me about Minsk or Russian.
Come, laggards. Still enough to be done this day.
Seen anyone actually raid this place?
Nah, none of us have.
What? It's never been robbed?
If it has.
New client, maybe? Hey, Glitterbeard was fit to fill his trousers.
To give oneself wholly, and to have a lover totally in your thrall. A harmless game, until it becomes real. I worry for the two of you, Astarion. For your sake. I hope some of it is just a fantasy, deep in your heart.
Must you take everything so seriously? We're both happy with our arrangement, and that's all that matters.
We have to go back to the counting house. What were you thinking?
Don't be a dry shite.
Stories, get right here!
To give oneself wholly, and to have a lover totally in your thrall. A harmless game, until it becomes real. I worry for the two of you, Astarion. For your sake. I hope some of it is just a fantasy, deep in your heart.
Must you take everything so seriously? We're both happy with our arrangement.
The Oak Father's work is never done. What's that?
I have such a headache.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic about your lord's work.
Our Lady. We serve only the Absolute.
Oh, silly me. We Zentarim are so long past our own godly roots, I'm afraid I forget the half of them. But you, I know. When did you start worshipping gods? Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend, too?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord proper respect. And you will return to the Guildhall and do as we have paid you to.
Of course. I only thought...
Wait.
And suddenly, another presence looms in your mind. Another tadpole.
Some sneak thief lurks nearby. The same one I sensed in the counting house. I can taste your thoughts, coward! Come out, so I may spill them on the ground! Well... perhaps I only needed to sneeze?
And on that note, pleasure. Look for word from the Guildhall.
Nothing will stand in my way. Death won't take me yet.
Talk to me. Got to press on. Strike hard, strike fast.
Fresh orders? A wise move.
Shall prevail.
death greets us all. But not today. I send you to Elda's embrace.
Well, so much for peace.
Ready. On the move.
Your command.
Enemies afoot.
You still have time to surrender.
Shahira! You have an evil, much uglier twin sister? This was not like this.
scent of blood is in the air.
Still standing, no matter what you've heard.
Still on my feet.
On your command.
Ready.
Never a dull moment.
I shall not yield.
War is an old woman's game.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Nature shall be defended at any cost.
Do you know? I think we have given offense.
What now?
Unleash me.
Against the darkness swarming his senses, a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Killed her.
He won't stay down for long. Tell your Elite to protect him from the Elder Brain's influence. Quickly!
No. This one will not aid our cause. Get rid of him.
This wretch has stood against your father before. You tremble to end him. Every part of your rancorous body yearns for it.
Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. No, I will not be coerced into protecting him. You do not see what I do. His thoughts, his mind, pure chaos.
The Mind Flare pours poison in your ear, I think. Tell it I will tear the prism from your grasp and throw it into the deepest lava pit I can find. Long after our bones are dust and ash, the walls of its prison will still be burning. Now help my friend!
She bluffs. Surely she would not risk the fate of all for one simple life. Fine. Have it your way.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down into its depths. Images flash by, battles fought, and friends fallen. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper, as a familiar face crystallizes before you.
Jaheira, you killed her!
You are being dramatic.
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
Jaheira? I do not understand.
Good. That means you're back to your old ways. We have a lot to discuss. But first, you have someone to thank.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the Dead Three.
You saved Minsk. While he danced like a Mind Flayer's meat puppet. Why? A level head and a kind heart. It is well that Boo kept me from crushing either. I would be rid of this parasite. Minsk takes orders from only one tiny beast, and he is much cuter than any mind maggot. He is... Where is he? He's on his way!
It's been a long day.
Keep a blade close. Easy.
I've got a long road ahead.
Someone there?
Can't give up now. Won't budge. That water looks tainted. Better to avoid it.
This feels good. Don't linger.
No better moment.
Kill, kill, kill again. Imperial Demon.
Let me strike. Right away.
slaughter.
Always this same old song. Into battle.
Blood comes easy these days. One down. Millions.
Whatever may come, I stand ready.
I seek an advantage.
Got to press on.
Time to kill. My friend, from our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings, but none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in Minsk. Minsk finds that the less thinking he does, the easier the trusting comes. Wait! You gaze into Minsk's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Oh, such boundless compassion. You are all heart. And whiskers. And cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and Minsk to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing, understand? This is Boo. And Boo, meet you? No, it is a hamster. A miniature giant space hamster. Fear not, you will learn the difference in time. Those villains locked Boo away, lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo, why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's Gate of Evil. Together! Get comfortable, Boo. We go to battle and... to glory, or glorious death.
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent.
Who would know the meaning of your meaningful glances?
The Absolute threatens thousands. The entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you. But... I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end. Do not take that tone with me, rodent! Fine, fine. All three of us, then. Those misty eyes are just age. Yes, I feel myself growing older as we stand here. So, lead the way. We're yours to command.
So, we can add one bald wall of muscle to our little group. I'm sure he'll come in handy. Maybe as a doorstop.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister. It almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood. A childhood I don't truly remember. But remember it or not, I felt right at home there. Surrounded by books and night orchids. Don't tempt me. Might find it hard to leave. Well, can you imagine what it would have been like growing up in that place? Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to, if I was to survive. Nocturne and I must have come here a lot. We probably had plenty we wanted to hide from. Anyway, I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny the things that influence you.
I will fight alongside Minsk. But if he so much as refers to my butt, let alone attempts to kick it, I will skewer that damned hamster of his.
Minsk has great heart. We shall need the likes of him for the trials to come.
Boo seems like a worthy addition to our group. His pet, Minsk, may prove useful also.
Do you feel it, Boo? The path of virtue beneath my boots once more. Boo and I, we are in your debt, my friend. So dark an alliance sealed with Sentish contracts, cultish vows, and a dragon's shining horde. You think Minsk could forget? You are correct. I have no idea what any of that was about. But we shall simply... Boo! Why do you gnaw at my soft parts? I am trying to... Once again, in smaller words? I see. This truth you seek. Boo believes that Minsk is knowing more than Minsk knows. But it is a difficult thing. There are memories of this time that Minsk does not remember. And Boo suggests that, just as he helps with tricksome itches in awkward places, you must reach what Minsk cannot. The parasite. You can use it to tickle free whatever truth you seek.
At first, there is nothing. His mind is empty as a still expanse of open country. But then... Your face, the Stone Lord's face, mirrored in bloodied steel. In the heat of burning buildings, you hold your blade high above pale, frightened faces.
No, that is not right. I slew only monsters. The voice said that they were monsters.
A whisper. The Absolute's voice, twisting the petty guild thieves before you into snarling, savage beasts, feeding on the weak of your city.
The guild. The Stone Lord hunted them, peeled away their rotten ranks one by one to lay bare their corrupt heart. 9-finger skin. That is what the Absolute bought Black Sentish Steel to do. To kill the Guildmaster. What does it matter? Cultish thinking has occupied Minsk's mind for long enough. Now is time for doing. And this talk of evil overthrowing evil, pah! like a many-headed hydra biting at its own throat. Bring forth the hydra, says Boo. More faces for the punching. First we pop the Zentarim blood, then we show 9 fingers, the 5 fingers of Minsk. Yes?
Minsk?
No, Jahira. The Zent, the Guild, 2 cheeks of the same evil end. Minsk will punt them from the city, and with them, all memory of this Stone Lord. It is only justice, then, that we put a boot upon hers.
First, let us just get to the guild hall. We can buff out our chests and figure out what to do once we are there.
A worn but still capable warhammer, sized for a halfling. A humble turnip, preserved by drying.
Dared deny her when she sought to become a paladin. A strange little man, but a fine friend. I can forgive him his love of turnips.
A cracked wooden mask with female features in the Rashemi style.
All over Russia, they raise statues to Dinah here. But this is Minsk's true monument to her. Her Wicklaren mask.
A mailed fist in the Firecam armor style.
Keldorn Firecam. He spoke much of honor and faith, but he fought like a berserker when it counted.
A wood carving of a pair of wings, like an eagle's, but longer somehow.
Eri, a brave Avariel, who agreed? She went in search of new wings. I do not know, Boo. If you buried the nuts here before we were stoned, I am thinking they might have gone bad.
Minsk, enough! The hamster isn't saying a damn thing, and you know it.
Well, Starion, Boo is of good breeding, and so only speaks when he has something nice to say. Perhaps this is why he has never seen fit to speak through you.
When she was little, I couldn't wait for a time when she would
How
stop
delightfully
needing us
vicious.
so much.
I'm beginning to like the hamster.
What I'd give to be needed now.
I still need you.
Jaheira, Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand. It is well that Boo's innocent ears still ring from all this shouting.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened. You mean the doppelgangers? It is no comfort to me that my face made this fool all the easier to lead. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
Waclaren? Minsk, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsk, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsk does as Minsk does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside a Waclaren again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
Always good to talk, my friend.
Minsk seems quite the, enthusiastic ally. Would all do well to remain on his good side. And out of the range of his fists.
Minsk just joined our team. This is the best day of my life.
Look at you, precious thing. You always stare so eagerly. Go on then. I'll allow it. How could I say no? You are my favorite, after all. Delicious. Eterna amantes, lovers forever, until the world falls down. Look at you, precious thing. You always stare so eagerly. I was so hoping you'd say that. Until later, then. Go on, then. I'll allow it. But of course, you deserve a treat. I do rather like that, you know. How could I say no? You are my favorite, after all. You are perfect. Every time. We are sovereigns. My sole endeavor now is to make this world yours and mine alone.